I am live. A few seconds early, but I'm live. At least that's what it says. It says I'm live. A few seconds early, but I'm live. At least that's what it said. There we go. Mute that. How's it going, everybody? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. I hope everybody had a really good week. My week wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I didn't do anything but kill game. It was really sad. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to my computer, and it's not working right. I've had a very frustrating 2 days of gaming, or not gaming, as the case may be. Because a game, and then it crashes, and then a game for a little bit, and then it crashes, and then a game for a little bit, and it crashes. And it doesn't matter what I'm doing. It doesn't matter what quest I'm in. And the time duration between crashes varies. I've played for like a half hour, 45 minutes once. No crashing. And I just make sure I'm saving lots, like saving lots. So, yeah. Other than that, I've been working on my sweater still. I have been crocheting a little. A little. I haven't been in the mood. Today I am. Today I crocheted and I watched a movie. I watched a movie called Abigail. It was about a vampire. It was supposed to be a comedy, but I didn't find it very funny. I found it very predictable. But I enjoyed it. So, yeah. I did enjoy it. So, I would watch it again. Yeah. I like to watch movies over because you always get more information the second time. Or at least I do. Sometimes I don't hear well. So, or not sometimes. All the time I don't hear well, which is why I wear hearing aids. Yeah. I do. I wear hearing aids. So I went out yesterday. Yesterday was Friday, yeah. Went out yesterday, had a lab appointment, had to go and give them blood. So, had a blood test. Or gave blood so they could go and do their stuff, their testing. So, got a little booze. But, yeah. Other than that, life continues to send us lemons. Yeah. Hubby was in the city, Regina, and tire blew. Thank goodness he had the donut with him, the spare. So that carried him home. Thank goodness. But, yeah. So, tires, we have to get tires. It just physically hurts when you just don't have the money to do it. And you don't know where the money's going to come from because it's just the way it is. You just don't have it. Hey, Robert, how are you? Welcome in. Happy Saturday. How have you been? So, yeah, a bit of bad luck, but whatever. It is what it is. You know. So now I'm looking at buying tires next month. Somehow. We'll figure it out. Your furnace? Gimme, gimme. Yeah, no way, man. I'll fight you for that. I'm enjoying my furnace. I'm enjoying having heat up here. This is awesome. Like, this is awesome. I have heat up here. I'm warm. It's like, what, 3 degrees outside. Let me see. Oh, it's colder than that. It's -9 Celsius, but with the wind chill, it feels like -14. You poor little puppy. She's been outside, doing her business all day, and she comes in and she's just hunched over and she's just shivering. She's giving me reproachful looks. I've been making sure she hasn't been staying out there too long, but yeah. I think she's gonna need to start wearing. Well, I got her in boots her back feet are in boots now. We got her wearing boots on her hind legs because she keeps scratching and she keeps making herself bleed, giving herself sores. Now sometimes she scratches because the cat and her fight, and she gets little scratches, and then they itch when they heal, and she just scratches them open again and they never heal. So since we've put on boots, she doesn't scratch herself till she's bloody anymore, which is awesome. But she's still scratching. So I have to find the underlying reason for that. I'm sure it hasn't been that long. I'm sure it hasn't been that long. Hmm. I wouldn't know. You might say that because kind of in my own little world. Sad to say, but it's the medication, right? No, I don't think it's been that long. No. And you can go and head over to her channel. She has a channel. And I know she's active on it, somewhat. I've, right. Oh, honey made whipped cream. Chocolate whipped cream. Oh, and he put it in, he made a layered dessert with, graham wafers. Thank you. Graham wafers. And it's so good. Gotta let the graham wafers, it's really good if you make it in the morning and then let it sit all day or even overnight, because the graham wafers in the middle get nice and soft. Oh, it's so good. Oh, yes. Well, me too. I just don't message anybody other than you when you message me. I always message back. I try to. So I'm just not on Facebook much. I read my notifications. I wish people happy birthday, happy anniversary. But since they took out Canadian content, like I used to read the news, there's no more news, no more Canadian news on there. It's like I get a lot of ads. I don't like the ads, the little, yeah, ads. I don't like them. So, yeah, I'm not on Facebook much, but I do check my notifications. I do reply to your messages. Absolutely. I try. I figure, I don't like it if somebody doesn't reply to me. You know me, I always try and be fair. I treat people the way I would like to be treated, because it's the whole thing. I don't know, it's just me. So, yeah, I'm sitting here, I'm crocheting my sweater. I still don't have much done. So, But it's getting there. Like I said, I haven't been in the mood to crochet much, but I was yesterday and today. Yesterday, I crocheted for a while, and then I remembered it was Friday and I should be gaming. Never mind, I knew it was Friday. But I wanted to game, and then I wasn't happy gaming. It was very frustrating because the game kept, like Steam, kept kicking me out of my game and crashing. I don't know why. So, yeah. I'm about ready to just delete everything and start over again with a new build. And that sucks because I'm level 32. I'm level 32. It's awesome. And it's a good playthrough right now. I'm in a good spot. I like it. I like how it's been. But no, won't work now. It's being temperamental, and I don't know why. Oh, good for you. A battery-operated pencil sharpener, eh? I try not to get anything battery-operated now. I really do. I'd rather be able to plug it in and charge it. Well, I guess that would be battery-operated too, but I was thinking, like alkaline batteries, not rechargeable ones. I don't know. I was picturing double A's. I haven't bought anything new, actually. Got an order from Temu coming in. I got my husband, I think in this order, yes, stainless steel reusable Keurig cup. What are you doing? What happened here? That's not normal behavior. Do that whole stitch over again. No, we drove to Nokomis from our little village, and we drove back just for a blood test. Went all that way, 20-minute drive just for a blood test. Gotta love small towns. So, yeah. That's okay. Next week, I gotta call on Monday and make an appointment to see him. He's out of the office right now, but he wants to see me when he gets back because I want my carpal tunnel looked at by somebody. It needs to be dealt with because I'm in pain. I don't like being in pain. So, yeah. And let me see what else. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about Ozempic, and maybe I'll get on that. I gotta do my research on it first. I gotta call the pharmacy, get my pills made up, and make sure my insurers are good. Just get started, and then put an insure order in. Because I get 5 cases of insure a month covered. Oh. It's covered by my treaty card. So I'm lucky that way. A lot of people have to pay for their insurance, but I drink it enough. Like I have one first thing every morning, and then I usually have another one around noon unless I eat. Because otherwise, if I have one at noon, I'll eat at 2. Because I don't think of the time, right? Oh, good for you, Robert. That's awesome. And who cares if it's just for the holidays? I know somebody who did that just for the holidays and they kept them. She did such an awesome job being manager. They kept her in that position. They just moved her to a different department. But good for you. That's awesome. No, wrong stitch. Single crochet. Chain 1. Single crochet. Chain 1. Skip 1. Single crochet. Chain, skip. Okay, here we are. I know what I'm doing again. Oh, good for you. That's awesome. That's not easy. So good for you. I hope it keeps coming off. That's awesome. If you wanted to. But I heard, because I was surfing the net and I was going into science news, and something caught my eye, and it said that for women trying to get rid of that stubborn belly fat, which I am, and you drink sugary tea and coffee kind of stuff, which I do, should have some protein before you start drinking your caffeine and tea. So I've been doing that for 2 weeks now. Yes, 2 weeks, because I told you guys about it last week, I think. I'm not sure. But 2 weeks. And I start the day off first with a bottle of water because I take my pills as soon as I wake up. I go to the kitchen, let the dogs out, go to the kitchen. And I drink my bottle of water and I take my pills. And then I like my meds. And then I have my Ensure. Iced chocolate is so good. And it's chilled, because that's the best way to have it. Trust me, you want it chilled. And then I make myself my tea, which is sweet and creamy. So yeah. I'm hoping it'll help me lose. I don't know. Because I'd like to lose. But at least I don't yo-yo, and I don't lose, but I don't get heavier. Let me tell you, my clothes are still fitting me the same they've always have. Nothing's tight. So. But that's awesome. I'm happy for you. That's awesome news. I'm addicted to pop. God, that was there. That's root beer. That's A&W root beer to be precise. That's noms, nom, 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 nom. My hubby shared me some. No, no, don't tell me you're all getting knotted up again. Darn it all. And I have to stop stitching soon and go and deal with a yarn bark. So I've been trying to learn how to broadcast my game. I started a new channel on YouTube just for gaming under a whole different game name, blah. And I have no content because I'm trying to figure out how to get my game broadcasted so that I can put it out on YouTube like so many others. Makes no sense that you lost. I haven't been eating TV dinners because I haven't been outside. Well, you know, there's a lot of fat in those TV dinners. There really is a lot of fat in those TV dinners. They're not the healthiest. They're just convenient, which means there's a lot of preservatives and chemicals in them, which makes them unhealthy, right? What you should do is you should make your own meals, like prep a whole bunch of meals on the weekend or your time off, because I can't assume you get weekends off. But, sorry, my throat's really sore today. Yeah, you should prep and then freeze your individual meals, and then you don't have to cook. You just have to reheat. But the sugar you drink instead of the diet, well, yeah. I could see that too because the sugary soda is still. The diet turns into formaldehyde in your body. The aspartame. It's not good for you. Must be the Timu. No, I think it was going out in public the other day. Or I've been snoring a lot, and I got dry throat overnight, which would do that too. But I got no Seki candies. I always eat them up. I have a lollipop in my desk, but I'm saving it. It's a special lollipop. I'm saving it for when we have to go to the city and I have to deal with people. I'll be sucking on this lollipop. It's gonna keep me calm. Oh. Da, 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 da. So yeah, been doing the same old all week. Nothing much changed other than I went out yesterday, for a blood test. And then we did a few things downtown. I checked the mail. That was all we did. We did check the mail, right? Yes. Yes. I remember now. I remember now. Look, I got another 2 rows done. Woo-hoo. It goes really fast when I really want it to. So, this is what I'm dealing with right now. Ogres are rough, gruff. Teddy bears are soft and sweet. Yes, they are. I like teddy bears. I've got a thing for teddy bears. I say that because I got a lot of teddy bears over there, and then my husband gave me his authentic vintage Paddington bear. So I have it up there next to my prized Gafump. It's a woolly bison, but it's a Gafump. I was in the hospital. It was given to me when I was in the hospital on the 3rd floor in Fort McMurray. And the 3rd floor means the psych ward. And I needed a break from my mother so bad. And yeah, somebody gave me that as a gift. And I named him Gafump as soon as I saw him. Just like I have a platypus over here, but is he a platypus? No, he's a fuzzy duck, and don't you forget it. He's my fuzzy duck. He's up there. I want to get a Stitch stuffy. But I'm really picky. It's got to look like Stitch. It can't be one of those knockoffs with a funny face. You know? Or the wrong color. It's got to be an authentic Stitch. And they're not cheap. Fuck Disney. And their damn pricing. If you can hear the dog snoring, that's Gussie. Gussie's in here with me. It's coming. That should be enough for a while. Because I got a lot out. So my dog's de-stuffed a stuffy. Guess he had fun making a mess on my husband's room. In my husband's room. Guess he did. What do you mean I have always been crazy? Blame my mother. I do. She raised me. I've never been right in the head. I agree. I was raised in a pet store without enough guidance. Without enough parental guidance. Because they were too busy in the pet store. I'm not crazy. So, yeah, I want Stitch. I like chaos. That's what Stitch reminds me of, is chaos personified. I like that. So, I love the movie Stitch. I haven't seen the real life one yet, so I suppose I should. It's supposed to be not bad, so I love Stitch so much. I do. I think he's just adorbs. I got a little bit shirt, a sweater, doggy sweater with Stitch on it. It's pink. Stitch is not pink. Stitch is blue. It's just on a pink sweater. Y'all, I try not to buy too many pink things for her because I really don't like pink. But there's a lot of pink things for dogs, for girl dogs, like pink. So I'm trying to find other colors. Like I don't want blue because that's boy's color. I do a green depending on the shade. I do a yellow depending on the shade, but yellow is not my friend. I don't like yellow too much. But I prefer something in the other range, like red, burgundy wine, teal, purple. Buy her a lot of purple if I can find it. Hey Susan, how are you? I'm doing good. How are you doing? How was your week? I'm surrounded by sleeping dogs. Sleeping, snoring dogs. Sleeping, snoring puppies. Sleeping, snoring puppies. Sleeping, snoring puppies. Don't mind me. That's the little chihuahua. She's currently louder than the big lab in her snores. But she's also closer. Oh. So yeah, I'm just sitting here crocheting my sweater. I've got root beer there. I have iced tea. Where's my iced tea? Oh, I know I can't hear that, but my neck just cracked in 3 places just looking over that way. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Susan. Yes, I got my capelet done. Well, no, I didn't get it done. In that, I still haven't tied off the yarn. I still haven't finished the row I'm working on. I haven't figured out how long I want to make it yet. So, and I haven't found the buttons. So that bothers me. But I've been concentrating on my sweater and unfortunately my game. I've been gaming a lot. Haven't felt like crocheting. Except the past 2 days. Today and yesterday. Today I watched a movie and crocheted. While I was watching the movie, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I usually crochet to a book. But I was crocheting to a movie today. Almost decided to watch another one, but I didn't. Life intruded. As in reality. But whatever. Yeah, I got a sore throat today. I don't know why. I woke up with it and it just hasn't gone away. It felt like a dry throat, Like maybe I was snoring too much last night and my throat got really dry. But I've been drinking liquids all day and it hasn't gone away. And if it was dry throat, it would have gone away. It would have been rectified with all the liquids I've been drinking. Yeah, I drank even water today. I started my day off with water, actually. A fair bit of water. And I drank more water after my teas were done. So I don't generally drink water. That's why it's noticeable or notable. Working on a crochet shawl? Cool. Cool. I'm working on a dog sweater, which is over here. I should have tried it on her today. But she was sleeping and she looked so peaceful. I didn't feel like getting my computer out of the way or letting her step on it. I kind of don't want her to step on my computer. Even though it has an aluminum body, I just... I'm asking for trouble. Letting her sit on it, stand on it. I'm just asking for trouble, so... No. I'll show you what I've gotten done in her sweater here. There we go. This is her sweater. It's a turtleneck. So, but I don't want to use turtleneck. I actually made it so that it'll cover her from her chin all the way down because she scratches. And then she cuts herself or she loses all her hair. Like she has no hair on her chest part. She has no hair. It's all been scratched off, rubbed off, because I keep her in shirts. I keep her in shirts because she keeps scratching. So now I've got her in boots. And she's still wearing shirts because, hello, it's cold. There's snow on the ground outside. Okay, it's a skiff of snow, but it's still there. It hasn't disappeared, so. Does she like wearing clothes? Yeah, actually. She's not too bad. She lets me do whatever I want with her. She really does. And when she doesn't like what I'm doing, she lets me know. She nips my hands very lightly. She just kind of touches my skin with her teeth. And, you know, she's not growling. She's making that nasal noise all dogs can make. So, yeah. When was the last time you had RC Cola? Oh my goodness, years. Years. Oh, cool. Right on. Oh, Susan, that sounds yummy. Cool air mango juice and citrus berry punch. Yummy. Hey, Tracy, how are you doing? I like making clothes for her, though. I really do. If I unbury my sewing machine, I might actually try sewing. I kind of know the basics of how to do it. I just don't know how to do it. Root beer. I got some root beer. I'm gonna be a donut soon. I'm just crocheting my sweater. Working on it. So, how's your week been, Tracy? I hope you had a good one. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry, you meant Kool-Aid. Oh, Kool-Aid, mango juice, and citrus berry. Nice. That sounds better. Um, I'm glad you got your first IV infusion. I hope those antibiotics work. Sorry to hear you've got an infection. Hopefully I'm good. I just went and gave blood. I just went for blood tests yesterday. So doctor's gonna see me when he gets back because he's out of the office right now. But he'll be back in a week. So I'm gonna call on Monday and make an appointment for when he comes back. And we're gonna talk about Ozempic. We're gonna talk about my carpal tunnel because it's really being painful. I mean, still wearing a brace. It's painful. So, and this wrist isn't any better. I just refuse to wear two wrists at the same time. I just, you gotta draw the line somewhere. I'd rather just suffer than wear a brace on each wrist. But what I should do is probably interchange them. Wear the left one for a bit, let the right one just go natural for a while. My problem is I'm right-handed, and every time I go to do something with my right hand, if I'm not wearing the brace, it's painful and hard for me to do. As in, weak. But yeah, he sent me for blood work, so I went in yesterday. Hubby drove me in 20 minutes just for a 8-minute blood test. Yeah, I heard that sometimes the surgery doesn't work and the pain comes back. I've heard. But I also know of people where the surgery has helped. It really has. I don't know. See, my lifestyle with the gaming, I'm wondering if I'm looking at just putting a band-aid on it, like like your daughter. If I go for the hand surgery, because I've gamed so much, I'm on my computer a lot, so I'm always going to be using that hand with the mouse, um, which is where I got it from, you know. Maybe it's not worth taking the surgery because I'm just going to be hurting again, in the future. So, we'll see. Oh my goodness. I was listening to music the other day. That was good. It put me in a really good mood. I like how music can lift me up when I'm feeling depressed or frustrated or angry or, just negative. You know, music just lifts me up. I like Jelly Roll, Cher, Teddy Swims. I like Rag and Doll Man. I like trying to think of more. I like Taylor Swift. I like lots of different things. Uh I like classical music. I haven't heard classical in a while. I should find all that music and put it on my laptop. Oh yeah, see if she types on the computer and tablet all day long. Yeah, yeah. See, with me, it's just a game. I'm on my laptop all the time, every day. I'm a geek. I'm a tech geek. Flipping a poo head. Sing it? Yeah, like I'm gonna sing. Although, mind you, my friend's having her, my friend's having a 60th birthday party, and she's doing it in a hotel banquet room, and she's got karaoke. She's bringing karaoke, and I thought, oh, I want to go, but it's so late in the day, as it's like supper, right? And we live 2.5 hours away, so neither one of us are interested in driving these fields at night where the deer and the antelope play. You know? I got no interest in driving at night. I'm trying to get these little ends stuffed back in the ball. Get in there. There we go. Now I got all this yarn to crochet with. What did I do here? There we go. Oh, there's a lot out. Did you see she's a teacher, so ask all kinds of questions. I'm not a teacher. Don't ask me nothing. No. Okay, I used to teach people how to use computers or the software on their computers or email or the internet. I used to do that. I used to teach the students not to drink coffee at the computer desk. Or, if you did, to use a Contigo. Because Contigo You can tip that baby over and ain't no coffee coming out. So I always did this wonderful, uh, my boss loved it when I did it. Because I get really stern, right? So I'm up there. I grab some students' coffee off their desk because it's usually a mug. Like I'm talking like a regular coffee cup. Not even a takeout one. I'm talking like regular what you'd have in your kitchen. Okay? Because somebody decided that bringing a coffee machine and then kitchen mugs in a computer lab was a good idea because they were engineering students and they could handle it. Yeah, no. IT department said no. So I would go in and I would do in the beginning of the year and I would do this presentation. And I would have the garbage can underneath the cup, and I'd say, so here's the Contigo, here's the coffee mug. So what happens when gravity strikes? Oops, gravity struck. Now you got coffee over your computer. This is why we don't use these mugs. So, yeah. So then the teacher said that he'd help his students pay for Contigos. So then every student had a Contigo. And I made my point, so I was happy. But my boss liked it. He liked my little shock, the way I did that. He thought it was just cool. I did too. But, yeah. We just gotta be stern with students. But it was a classroom full of guys, and they gave me attitude as soon as I walked in there because I'm young. Well, I wasn't young, but I was little. Because they're all big guys. I don't know what they feed them up north, but they're all big guys. If they're not, like, physically big, they're big, you know? Or they're tall and big. I felt like a munchkin in that building. But, yeah. So, I did that every year at the college. My lovely little, this is what you do not do. Do not do this. This is bad. And Trish is not going to fix your laptop if you get coffee over it. Okay, she warned you. Although I know what to do. Don't press a button. That's where people go wrong. Don't press a button. You spill something on your laptop, you close it, you unplug it, you take the battery out if you can. Some laptops you can't anymore. And you just put that sucker away. Some are dry, preferably in a pail of rice. You just leave it and you walk away. You don't press any buttons, ever. Just close the lid and walk away. Dump it in a pail of rice and forget about it for a week or two. Yeah. You want to know how we clean the keyboards? And these are not, these are just regular plug and play keyboards. No technology in them. No glowing lights. No nothing. Took them in the shower and we cleaned them. Then we dried them for a week. It worked. They were filthy. Absolutely filthy. It was gross. I had to wear gloves working there constantly because, oh my God, everything was filthy. Well, what do you get when you go to work for a place and the first day that you walk in there, and mind you, it's you didn't even have to go in that day because you weren't actually working. You just went in because you wanted to say hi, and do some ass kissing because it always looks good if you're eager. So I went to the administration building and I found the man who was going to be my boss. And I shook his hand, and he was so impressed. He said, "I gotta go get the director." So he went upstairs, grabbed the director of finance, who was his boss, and we had an impromptu meeting in the boardroom where she got to meet me and tell me the do's and don'ts kind of thing and more about the position I would be doing. And yeah, I should have known things were going not good there when she said the thing she said about wearing underwear. She actually said that part of the policy is now to make sure you're wearing underwear. They had to write it into policy because of a previous staff member had an issue with flashing herself not wearing underwear. I'm not making this up, people. This literally happened at a college. I don't get it. But I should have ran the other way, knowing what I know now. Oh well, hindsight. Yeah. I'm just broken now. Oh well. Just slightly a little bit more crazy. I got puppies though. And crochet. Tons of yarn. Ask all kinds of questions. What does she teach? English, math, science. Dun, 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 dun. I miss the Muppets. I do. I liked watching the Muppets all the time. They came on CBC Friday night. It was the one show my mom let me watch on their tiny TV. But when I got older, I was expected to help with customers instead of watching the Muppets. Whatever. Always the customers. I'd rather be watching the Muppets. I love the Muppets. I still love the Muppets. I think that's a problem with today's kids. They don't have proper Sesame Street. They have this woke agenda Sesame Street. I'm talking about the Sesame Street I grew up with. It was a good Sesame Street. Look at me. I turned out fine. I learned how to count to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do, 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 do. I learned yep, 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 and nope, 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 nope. I learned C is for cookie. And Rubber Ducky likes bath time. Oh, history. 6th grade history, let me think. I bet you she's enjoying it because 6th grade history for us in Fort McMurray was boring. I'm pretty sure it was about the government and Parliament and the Constitution and Native people. And I'm trying to think of something else. No, that was grade 10. So, yeah. Grade 6, Dr. Carl Clay Clark. Yeah. I like history. It makes me sad because my people were never treated very well. And, makes me sad. And some of us still aren't treated well, you know, in this day and age. Farmers around here don't like to be reminded there's an Indian in the midst. Yeah. They're fond of saying how, you know, they're farming on land their grandfather or their great grandfather or whoever, you know, down the line was started farming. And it's like, oh, that's really nice. Really happy for you. You know this is Treaty 4 land, right? So just so you know, you're farming on my ancestral land. Just saying. Should have seen a little bit yesterday when we got home. We let the dogs run around the front yard. Oh, she was having so much fun. She was having so much fun running around chasing after Gus. Because we don't let them run around very often in the front yard or in the side yard. Because I don't go out with my dogs because I don't go out. Because I have an issue with that. So, yeah, my poor puppies don't get out much. I like grade 6. It was a good grade. And then, you know, I was just really too naive to be allowed out. Seriously. Grade 6, we had a farewell dance. And we had a DJ. And he was gorgeous. And he was energetic and he was a lot of fun. And he was watching me so much all night that I was actually asked by my nemesis, one of her friends. I was asked by one of her friends if he was my boyfriend because she had been watching him all night and he wasn't noticing Natasha at all. She was trying to get him to notice her and he was watching me. And then can't remember how he ended up with my address, but he actually showed up the next day. And all I can say is nothing happened because I wouldn't let it, but he was obviously a predator who liked little girls. He was bad. And where was my parents during this? Working the pet store. I was left all alone. Then for myself. Because that's what happens when your parents own a pet store. And frankly, you know, I was like 13. Although, mind you, at the time, he kissed really well. My first real kisses. But yeah. You know, I think back to my past and I think of all the things that could have happened, but through the grace of the gods didn't. Thank you for that. You know, it's like, holy crap. I had some near misses, you know. Why? Because my parents were working in the pet store. Yes, the Muppets. Oh, I love the Muppets. The Muppets weren't on when my kids were like. The Muppets weren't on anymore when my kids were going through TV land. They had Sharon, Lois, and Bram. Skinnamarink dinky dink, skimmarinky dink. So now that song's going to be playing in my head all night. But anyway. I love you. The only part of that show that I liked was when Sherry Lewis came on with Lamb Chop. I love Lamb Chop. Oh, love Lamb Chop. Love, love, love Lamb Chop. I first learned about Lamb Chop when she was on Johnny Carson. And I was watching late night TV on a Friday night at the pet store, and Johnny Carson was on. Was it Johnny Carson or was it somebody else? But anyway, it was some kind of late night talk show, and it was on the one channel we got at the pet store, and I was watching it. It was Sherry Lewis and Lamb Chop. I was just fascinated with Lamb Chop. Thought she was so funny, so witty. Yep. So, of course, when I got a dog, I had to get him a stuffed lamb chop, you know, thinking, oh, it'd be so cute. You're going to love Lamb Chop. You can have a teddy bear named Lamb Chop. Carry it everywhere. It'll be your favorite toy. We get him home. And this is Gus. In case you're wondering what dog it was Gus. Yeah. 5 minutes after he got home, her face was demolished. Off. Just off. He had her ripped apart within minutes. It was a very sad day for Lamb Chop. Very sad day. Now I'm scared to bring him another Lamb Chop. Yeah. She was awesome. Yeah. No, I used to be able to watch uh The Facts of Life was a show that was on the one channel. What else? Danger Bay when Danger Bay started. Beachcombers. Grew up watching the Beachcombers. What else? Do. Oh. Hmm. It wasn't a lot. Because Channel 5 didn't have a lot of TV that was relevant to me. Every Friday there was the Lawrence Welk show. Mom loved it. I loved it when Liberace was on. Because I was fascinated with Liberace. Here was this man who was all sparkle and he could make those keys dance. Oh, wow. this music he played and how he played it. And every finger had a ring on it. And, oh, I just love Liberace. I did. And then he died. I'm trying to figure out if that was before, during, or after, but yeah. I liked him. Fact of Life is still on cable. Really? Yeah, I don't watch TV. I don't have cable. We stopped watching cable because nothing was on. We paid so much for satellite TV and had more than 144 channels, and nothing was on when we wanted to watch TV. Nothing was on. It was like 144 channels of junk. So we stopped watching TV. We stopped paying for a satellite. We tried cable again when we moved to the city for a year. And no. We just stream our stuff now. You know, there's enough sites out there. We want the news. We can go and find it. We want the Weather Network. You know, want to know the weather. There's the Weather Network. So many channels on YouTube. Exactly, honey. Yeah, programming was boring. So now we just, and this is a lot, doing it this way is a lot cheaper than paying for cable. Although the prices keep going up. It's still cheaper than paying cable. Even the cheapest package was like $80. And we're paying less than that. Streaming Prime, Netflix. We're doing Crave. And I do Passion Flicks now. Or I did. I stopped it. I paused it. I only wanted to watch it for one series anyway, the Black Dagger Brotherhood. It was a good series. I'm waiting for season 2 and then I'll sign up again. But, you know, it's just, we were paying so much for cable and we weren't using half of those channels. And they never came out with a package just for the channels you liked. You know, that'd be too easy. Or too hard for them, who knows. So, woof. She's been barking a lot lately. Honey, I'm out of repair. Iced tea. So yeah, I'm at the point in my dog's sweater that I'm building. I have to put it on her and then measure where her legs are on the sweater. I just haven't done that yet. And then I can get started on the other part of her sweater. And continue on with the tutorial. Yeah. Shush! Nobody wants to hear you. She barks at a lot of nothing. But she doesn't bark a lot. Like, that's the most of what she'll do. She'll just do that 2 or 3 times over a course of whatever because she thinks she hears something. So she's not an excessive barker, I don't think. But she can get excited and bark. But she shushes. She does shush. And she's learning how to lay down and keep herself occupied. Because it was getting to the point where every time we came in here, I'd put her down. And then half an hour later, she'd want to be back in her sack. And it's putting a great big strain on my neck. So, trying to teach her, no. When you're bored or you want a nap, you curl up. You got a nice, I folded a blanket. So she's off the floor. She's on a nice folded blanket. It's folded several times. And she's got my old t-shirt, my old button shirt that she's bit holes in. I gave it to her knowing she was going to wreck it, so I should take those buttons off. I should do that. It's a really good idea. Before she ruins it all. So she's got chew toys, she's got stuffies, she's got cat toys if she finds them. I take them away from her, but I think she secretly likes to smell catnip. But yeah, other than that, my week has been uneventful. You know, out yesterday for blood work, and that was it. Might go and visit my brother-in-law. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. But that's okay. I don't need to know. I'm getting there. Doesn't take long to do a row. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, my honey made this great dessert with whipped cream and graham wafers. That's all it is whipped cream and graham wafers. Except he made chocolate whipped cream. He is so good at chocolate whipped cream. It tastes so good. It's in the fridge. We should have some. But he went downstairs and he's not in front of his computer now. So he can't hear me tell him to go and bring me some dessert up. Nope. I made supper today. We had French fries. It's all good. He was thinking French fries and pucks. Wow. He said I could do French fries. Well, he didn't feel up to doing the pucks. He's not feeling good tonight. And I'm not feeling the best either. Like I said, my voice is scratchy. My throat is sore. But that's all wrong. That's all that's wrong with me. Is I just got a sore throat. So, and I've had it all day. All day. Not sure why. No. I've been having really late nights. Like last night, I stayed up till 3. The night before that was 2. The night before that was 1. There's a theme. So, yeah. What was I doing? Gaming. Friday is gaming night. Well, I was gaming till my game started acting up. And then I wasn't gaming. I was cursing. But today it's been really bad. Like there was a stretch there where every 2 to 3 minutes, I get the game just going again, and I'd take a step and boom, my character would take a step and it would crash. It is so frustrating because I don't know what's causing it. There's nothing I can do. I've done everything I know what to do, what to check. I even reloaded all the data files and checked the integrity of them. Re-downloaded all the creations again. Checked my load order. I just don't know. It's a conundrum. No, not a conundrum. It's a puzzle. I do it right here. This is my crochet room, and this is where my computer is. Depends on where my computer is. Like all week, it's been up here, so I've been here. But tomorrow, I'm taking it downstairs and spending the week downstairs with my hubby. He's missed me this week. At least that's what I'm saying. He's missed me. So, tend to go where my computer is. So if my computer's up here, this is where I tend to be. Because like I said, I'm on my computer all the time. I turn it on in the morning. It doesn't get turned off until late night or early morning. And that's why I have such a high performance. No. You're not funny, Robert. No, but it's when you're living with a spouse, but she's just upstairs all the time from morning till nighttime. The only time you see her is meals when she comes downstairs to let the dogs out. That's it. So, not much of a spouse. So I need to make more of an effort. I feel. There's, shouldn't be a way. So, and this is a laptop. It can go anywhere. So I'll carry it downstairs tomorrow and spend next week downstairs. I just got to wear my headphones downstairs. Not a big deal. Up here I have speakers. Down there I can't use speakers because my hubby's watching TV. So I have headphones. So that's the only difference, actually. Although I'm more comfortable up here because of the chair. I like this chair. This is a good chair. And the couch downstairs tends to put my back out if I sit in it for any kind of length of time for an extended period. Like all week during the day. So we'll see. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, excuse me. No. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm doing it in the wrong thing. There we go. Okay, yeah. In the right spot. Um, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I was quiet there for a while. I was trying to figure stuff out, and I find I think better when I'm quiet. I made my hubby a moderator. So, yeah, that's what I was doing. And I forgot I had to go to YouTube to do it. Not StreamYard, YouTube. Well, I saw a dog in the farmer's field. Tried to get a hubby to stop because maybe he was a lost dog. But hubby said, no, there's a farmyard right over there across the street. And there was. Across the highway, there was a farmyard. Said he probably belongs there because the dog was kind of like heading towards there. So he was probably right. I think we should have taken that dog home. He looked lonely. Uh-oh. Oh! So, saw my little dog chewing on something today, and she was trying to, keep it hidden from me. So immediately I know she's doing something she shouldn't do because she knows she shouldn't be doing it because she's hiding it, right? So I look and it's this black thing, this black mass. I'm like, oh, what the is that? Because it looked like yarn. It literally looked like a bit of yarn. It looked like it had a bit of string of yarn out, and it was just this mass, this dark mass. And I thought, that's got to be yarn. What is it? So I lifted up by that piece of not yarn. No, no. The cat got a mouse. And then mangled said mouse, or the dog mangled said mouse. I don't know who mangled the mouse. The only reason I know is a mouse is because it had the tail. It had little tiny sticks and curled up paws. Little tiny itty bitty things. In the right intervals where they should be. So, yeah, it is a mouse. So, having grown up in a pet store, I've dealt with mice before. So, of course, I'm just like, I'm just gonna throw this in the garbage or flush it down the toilet. Is just what I did with it. That's what you do with dead mice. You flush them down the toilet. Yeah, it was a bit of a eek because I didn't know what it was when I picked it up. I literally didn't see the paws. It looked so mangled. There was no head. No head. It was a flat. There was, like, it literally looked like it had been run over. Like roadkill. It was unrecognizable. My dog was munching on that thing until I took it from her. And the cat, I don't know what the cat did with it. But, jeez. That was a way to wake up. Yep. So then, of course, I had to go and wash my hands. You never know where that mouse has been. So yeah, wash my hands. If we had Lysol wipes in the bathroom, which we do, I just forgot about them, I would have Lysol wiped my hands on top of washing them. Scared of germs carried by dead things. And I'm scared of that because my mother made me scared of it. No, Robert, no. It was only this big. Like, it really wasn't. And that's including the tail. Like, I mean, it was little. Must have been a baby mouse. It was little. So, but the cat's a really good mouser. He's patient, too. And hubby knew he was after a mouse. So, when I actually picked it up and then I looked at it and I saw the little paws, I said, honey, I think that's a mouse. He looked at it a little bit closer and he said, yeah, I think you're right. It was like, oh, what happened to it? Usually his mice are in, recognizable shape. Not this one. So I wonder if my dog got it. Because she was scarfing on it pretty good this morning. Yeah, mice. But you gotta have a cat if you live out in the country like we do. You gotta have a cat because mice are gonna come in your house. They're going to. And this is the time of the year when they move in. So our cat is busy. He's a good mouser though. Caught his first mouse when he was 6 months old. Samhain was better. But Samhain was a super cat compared to him. Samhain was awesome. Yeah. The Solstice is a good cat. He's got my husband wrapped around his little kitty paws. He demands treats and hubby gives them to him. He's got those temptations and he just loves them. It's a cartoon Tom and Jerry. Oh yeah, this thing looked like it came out of a cartoon. I mean, seriously, I couldn't believe it was a mouse. But then I took a really good look at what was sticking out. There was four things sticking out, and although they were tiny and shriveled up, like I mean shriveled up, that's what made me think maybe it was dried and desiccated. But no, because when I picked it up, it was not dry or desiccated at all. So, who knows? Hubby says the cat's been hunting a mouse, though, for a couple of nights now, so. Because he knows when his cat goes on hunts. Cat tells him. And he listens. And he'll move things out of the way, away from the wall or whatever, so the cat could get behind. Because cat tells him, there's a mouse and it's in this area and I need that pulled out. He does. Oh, right on, Susan. You tired tonight? Yeah, I was. Because of all my late nights, but I'm getting used to them. I took a 5-hour energy too. Because I always take a 5-hour energy Saturday nights because it helps me stay alert. So I didn't have a full one. I had half of one, but still. That's on top of half of one I had earlier. But I'm tired. I can feel it in my eyes. I wish I just needed 2 to 4 more rows, but yeah, I got a little bit longer than that to go. At least it's easy. And like I said, I watched a movie today while doing it. It was interesting. It was an interesting movie. I enjoyed it. I would watch it again. Do, 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 do. Oh my goodness, my little puppy's snoring louder than a big dog. She's a very vocal dog when she sleeps. She makes a lot of squeaks and a lot of vocal noises, a lot of nasal tones. It's just, she's funny. So what are people's plans for the next week? I've got none. I'm gonna hopefully remember to water the plants. Hopefully remember to clip my dog's nails sometime this week. And hopefully remember to do my own toenails sometime this week. Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to check on the football game, see if the Rough Riders won. Go Rough Riders! Go Rough Riders! Saskatchewan Rough Riders, man, that's my team. I like Tom and Jerry. And that's the big dog. They're good dogs. They're good puppies. They know their schedule. They know when it's time to eat. They haven't liked being out of schedule. They don't like late nights, eh? Because they're up here till, well, like I said, last night it was till 3 in the morning. I just wasn't tired. Even when I went to bed at 3, I still wasn't tired. Like, I really wasn't tired. I would have stayed up longer. But my eyes were going cross-eyed. My eyes hadn't had enough of computer screens and crochet and just didn't want to work anymore. My brain was going a mile a minute. My body was saying, no, we're done. Too many late nights, we're done. Because my dogs don't let me sleep in. Like today, up at 8. 5 hours sleep, less than 5 hours sleep, because let's face it, I went to bed at 3, but I didn't drop to sleep right away. It was more like 3:30 when I finally was able to slip off into dreamland. So, yeah, less than 3 hours. Less than 5 hours sleep. And I've been up all day. And I was tired, but not anymore. Oh yeah, there's 5 people watching. Hey lurkers! You don't need to be shy. Come in, say hi. I don't bite. Neither does Robert. He doesn't bite either. The only one who's mean is Nasty Ogre. And that's my hubby. He's not mean. He's a sweetheart. So far, I just want to state, because I'm really impressed with this. We were paying on equalized payments last year on our power. We were paying $450 a month, every month, for our power. Whole year. And then we got our furnace and our hot water heater, and we called and we got off of equalized payments. And now, since we're off of equalized payments, the price of the hot water heater, the furnace, the natural gas, and the power is still cheaper than $450. We made a good buy. It makes me feel good. But Robert, you can't have my furnace. No. It's mine. And I have heat. I have heat up here. After 4 years, I have heat. I might actually be able to spend all winter up here. Wouldn't that be something? I gotta find a way to seal this window better, though. Because it didn't want to close. That corner didn't want to close this year. And there's a lot of wind that likes to come in when it's really windy and the wind's coming from there. There's a lot of wind that comes through that little corner. So I got stuff coming from Temu for it. Hopefully it'll work. Hopefully. They don't do good descriptions on Temu, so you're kind of looking at the pictures going, well, I think that'll work. Does it have adhesive on the back? It's supposed to. So we'll see. But of course, I've been caught by false advertising too on Temu, so. There's one side. There's one side. There's the other side. Do you want 2 loopies on your hook? Yay! Another row. Hey, Susan! Since you plugged in your mini fridge in upstairs, your electric bill has been cheaper. Really? Have you been reading the meter and sending it in, or... That's weird. You would think it would be the opposite. Watch it. They're sending you into a false relaxation. Watch them. They're sneaky. So I was thinking, if I continue watching, feeling like watching movies, I'm going to do the whole 007 James Bond. Because I haven't done a James Bond series in a while. It's been a long time. So, start with Her Majesty's Secret Service. Then, is the man with the golden gun first? No. No. It's weird I have a smart meter. I think they just charge whatever they feel like. Oh, maybe, hey? Yeah, they wanted to change our meter to smart meter, and we kind of kiboshed that idea and said, no, we're not interested. And they said, okay, well, we'll give you another year because we're not mandating it yet in your area, but next year we'll be changing it for sure because they're changing everybody in your area. So we got a year. So, yeah. No smart meter, but it's coming. Yeah, it's coming. I submit the readings every month if I can get there by the time. I procrastinate and sometimes I forget. So try really hard not to, though. I try really hard to do a meter read every month because I don't mind. Our meter read is like right outside the side door. And if I have to go out the front door and all the way around, it's not hard. And hubby always keeps that pathway clear. Even if there's snow, he'll from previous winters, he'll keep that area clean for me. No, I don't have to get rid of my cute Friggy. It does not use enough power. It uses just enough. Doesn't use too much. You keep your hands off my cute Friggy. I want a stove in the same color. I do, I do. I think it would look awesome. What do you think? Stove in the same color? I gotta check to see if they do stoves. And if they do, what sizes and what colors and how much. How much would probably be the first one, I guess. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Stove in the same color. Yeah, I think that would look really sharp in our kitchen. And then with black countertops and a new floor, our kitchen would be done. That's all it needs. New countertops and a new floor. And boom, our kitchen's done. Ooh, 9 more minutes, folks, and then I gotta go. Because I'm only on for 2 hours. And I want to say thanks for the conversation. I've had a good show. I feel good about it. Yeah, a stove with the same color I think would just look really sharp. But anytime you want something, you know, that's not white, they charge more, right, for color. And you may think they don't, but they do. Oh, they do. White is the cheapest thing you can get because it's white. It's not stainless steel. It's not brushed chrome. It's not, you know, it's just white. Yeah, it is really, really neat. You know, when we were shopping for our fridge, I was looking at those fridges online. And I love the red one, but I like the blue one. I did like the blue one better than the red, but the red was hot. And then to go into the store and see it in person and have my husband say, yeah, we'll get it. It was like, oh, wow, really? It's smaller though, because it is quite a bit smaller inside than a regular fridge, but we're adapting, you know? We just gotta learn to not buy so much stuff that has to be put in the fridge. Yeah. No, this is gonna be my last roll for tonight. Yeah. Couple more stitches. or sunset yellow. That sunset yellow or whatever they called it. Daisy yellow. No, it wasn't daisy yellow. Some sort of sunset yellow. Heritage gold. That's what it was. Heritage gold, I think. There we go. Oh, there we go. I like visiting with you guys too. I'm glad you guys came in. I didn't mind so much the avocado green because we had the harvest gold, so the avocado green was a change. But we had a harvest gold and it was gross. Harvest gold and white. Blah. Blah, blah, blah. It's the reason why I hate yellow now. Harvest gold. You keep me in check. Yeah, right. Listen to you now, you keep me in check. Nobody can keep me in check. Even my hubby has trouble with that. Of course, I tend to listen to him, though. Just 'cause I love my hubby. I listen to him. But you keep me in check. Yeah, okay. You're the reason why I get into trouble sometimes. I'm kidding, you're not. Hey, I got 4 thummies. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the tummies. I really appreciate them. Oh, look, Anna's live. Maybe I'll stop in and say hi to her when I'm done. Before I turn on my game. Because you know I'm going to game after this, right? Because that's what I do. So, I'm gonna... I don't know. I might just... I think I'm going to try it again. I'm going to see how far I get before it crashes. And I think if it crashes again, I'm just going to say to heck with it. And I'm going to delete all of my creations. And I'm going to start from scratch yet again, a new game. Since you guys have been watching me, I've not gone past level 50 in this stinking game yet. I get up high and then something happens and I have to start a new game. My eyes are going all buggy right now. I'm looking like this because I can't see anything. It's all... Yeah, see? I can't see that. It's all smudged or out of focus. There we go. There we go. 157.58 and 5 people watching. Well, thank you, people. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Sorry for my hair, messy hair. It was a messy day today. Just messy. Did I want to hit that? Maybe not. Hide panel? No, I want to keep the panel open. I want to keep the panel open. Rah, rah, ray. Do, 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 do. I am a wild party. Kim Mitchell. I am a wild party. One of my theme songs. Shaking like a human being. Okay, folks, well, I'm gonna head her. I want to thank you for coming and joining me this Saturday night. And thank you for all the comments and the chats. Thank you, Robert and Susan and Tracy and my hubby, Ogre. I think I got everybody. Susan, Robert, Tracy, Ogre. Yes. Yes. So thank you very much for coming and watching and spending the hours with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful week. And, sorry, I'm clicking on stuff here. I shouldn't be clicking on stuffs. Okay, I'm out of here. Don't forget, everybody, you want to watch me next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And have a wonderful week, everybody. Bye. Click that button.